Good morning, Jeannie here from jeanniespapercrafts.com. Today I'm here with a video, which this is my very first video, so go easy on me. I'm going to be showing you a new technique. Over on the My Creative Time blog, Emma has created a new segment that she calls Show Me Your Technique, where every Tuesday a few members of the design team will show you something new. And today I'm going to be showing you the bouncing brayer technique. It's pretty simple. You only need a few things. You need a brayer, of course, and a stamp pad, and we're going to be using Stampin' Up! Pacific Point. And so let's get started. What we're going to do is I have a piece here of glossy cardstock, Stampin' Up! Glossy cardstock, and all we're going to do is ink up your brayer and make sure you lift it up and get ink all over the entire brayer. I'm only going to ink up part of it because it's kind of a large brayer. And then just start with this edge in the center of your cardstock and just bounce your brayer along, moving the cardstock as you go. It gives it somewhat of a burst type technique. And then when you have most of it filled in, go ahead and ink your brayer up again, and then you can just kind of just do short little strokes just to blend everything in. Or you can leave it the way it was. It looks pretty cool without it. And I did see this technique on YouTube once before. And basically that's pretty much all you got to do. So for this technique, that's it. Now we're going to be adding a few images to this, but because it's on glossy cardstock, we need to really let that dry. So I've already completed one for you. This is our main focal image. I've used the image off of the My Creative Time black belt for the main image. And then I've used this little set of stars from the My Creative Time My Little Firecracker, and just added a couple stars around the edge. So that's going to be our main image. So while that's still drying, since I just barely finished that, we can finish with the rest of the card. This is an 8.5 by 4 1/4, scored at 5.5 inch card, so it's just your standard A2 size card. And then I have a piece of white, and then this one will be layered right on top of it. But before we do that, we're going to add a couple stamps to this layer and a border punch. So I'm going to be using this burlap stamp off of the My Creative Time Build a Banner stamp set right here. So this burlap stamp right there. And we're just going to ink it up with the Pacific Point again. And we're not going to be using the whole stamp, so we're just going to ink up a little bit of it. And since our image is going to go right here, we're just going to ink up just a couple right here, just to kind of give it a little something extra. So that's it on that one. And then we're going to be using the Stampin' Up! Notebook punch. And we're just going to add a couple punches here. We'll do this side too. So that's done. Now we can layer that using our ATG gun. And then we can also put this on the card. And then for this image, we're going to pop it up. But before we actually put it on there, we're going to add a stamp. And I'm going to be using Sports Sentiments, the karate stamp. And I'm making this for my son, who is testing for his blue belt shortly in Kempo Karate, so that's why we're going with a karate theme. And for this one I'm just going to use Memento. Now on these images we had to use Stays-On because it will dry better on the glossy cardstock, but for right here I'm just going to use Memento. I like it better, so I use it more. Okay, and then just add our image. Just like that. And now I did add, I do have one more thing to add. I used the Build-A-Banner dies for this little star thing I'm going to put right here. And then the number 1 comes from that Sports Sentiment again, this image right here. And that one I'm just going to glue it down. I've already popped it up, so. We're just going to set that right there. So that is our finished project for today. I hope you enjoyed this bouncing brayer technique, and if you do decide to try it, come back and share what you've done either on the blog for one of the challenges or on Facebook. We can't wait to see what you come up with. Thanks for stopping by.